Welcome to the Sovereign CEO podcast, where all things business, politics, and culture collide. I'm Karla Treadway. I'm a marketing strategist, business coach, podcaster, and truth teller for critically thinking freedompreneurs who are ready to play big. Here we have brave conversations about creating wealth on your own terms, building a brand that stands for something, making an impact on the world, and living sovereign and free. If you're ready for bold conversations, real strategy, and the mindset to lead in today's world, you're in the right place. Hey guys, quick interruption here. I love to talk about politics and culture, but I love to talk about solutions even more. Knowing how to increase wealth is one of those solutions. If you're an established entrepreneur or online coach who's looking to grow their business this year, check out the show notes to see if you qualify for our Scale program. We're helping serious entrepreneurs scale their business using my IG client acquisition system, the very same system that has helped us generate over 70,000 organic leads for our coaching business. If you're done making content that doesn't convert, if you're done having inconsistent cash months, but you have a great offer, you love helping people, and you know you just could blow this thing up if you just got it in front of more eyeballs. And if you're ready for a simpler strategy that doesn't burn you out, check out the show notes now to apply for our Sovereign CEO Scale program. While you're down there, check out the link for my free community. It's called The Vault. The Vault is a curated community of serious business builders. It's where I share my unique systems for growth and where you can actually learn from me live each and every month. So again, if that's you, if you're an established entrepreneur or online coach looking to grow their business this year, head on to the show notes now so that you can see these options for growing your business with me. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Sovereign CEO podcast. And I haven't been here for a while. I did a podcast maybe 10 days ago while telling you guys I'm going to be here all the time with this election coming up. I feel like we have to do a ton of these. And then our whole household got hit with a horrific flu. So if I wasn't sick, then another family member was sick, and I'm just kind of getting my head above the clouds right now. So sorry that I have been MIA. But today, I don't really feel like talking about politics. I think I want to talk about how you can get yourself to a better place right now. As I dive more and more into politics, I'm feeling more and more overwhelmed by just the sheer amount of information out there. Now, I have some great guests coming up, and I am going to be on some other friends' podcasts here because this really is an important election. But I had this thought the other day. When I was seeing the tsunami of information, I had to remind myself that no matter what happens at this next upcoming election, I'm okay. Nothing in my personal life is going to change. And that kind of safety, that feeling of confidence, I want for more people. My life will probably be much better under a conservative government, but I'm never going to be in a vulnerable place because of the way that I've set up my life and my finances and my family. And that is power. And I want more Canadians to have that power. Today, we want to talk about you and your business and growing it. So if you're here for politics today, this is not going to be the episode for you. I want to talk to you about growing your business online, about marketing, and what's different about 2025. There are a lot of things that are different in 2025, a whole lot. And if you already are an entrepreneur and you've been at this for a while, probably not like new information to you. I want to open today's episode by talking about what is going out there, what is going on out there in the marketing world. This is a moment I've been having on repeat in recent conversations with other entrepreneurs, with my clients in the mastermind circles that I'm in, because something is shifting. You know, it shifted maybe a year or two ago, and it's still shifting, and you've probably felt it too. The things that used to work in terms of marketing, digital marketing, they're not the same. I think you've probably felt this too. It's harder. The things that worked before, they're just not working. It's not just the algorithm and it's not just the market. It's bigger than that. You know, it's normal for these things and patterns to change. That is the life of an entrepreneur. We always have to be pivoting our businesses. It's always an experiment. So that's not new. There's something happening right now. And again, it's not just the market. There's also a shift in how business owners want to show up. and what they're no longer willing to tolerate in their businesses. I don't know about you guys, my capacity is forever changed. I don't think it's ever going to be the same after the last 5 years. And I think a lot of business owners are feeling the same thing. And I think their clients are in the exact same spaces. People are burnt out. They have digital burnout, they have digital overwhelm. And I think that's a big reason why a lot of the old ways aren't working. When I say old ways, I mean, the live launched masterclasses and the 3-day challenges and the complicated sales funnels and the endless email marketing campaigns. Like there's lots of different strategies and a lot of them don't seem to be working the way that they used to be. So today I want to talk to you about maybe why those strategies that have got you up to this point might not be the ones that take you where you want to go next and what you can do about it. So there is a collective shift and we're all feeling it. I don't think anyone's business has just stayed the same. And over the past month or two, I've been bringing this topic up a lot with my other friends who are in business, people that are doing way better than me, 7, 8-figure entrepreneurs. I'm asking them this question because these people are smart, they're strategic, they've been doing this for a while, and almost all of them have had some version of, yeah, I'm exhausted and I don't want to do things this way. And they're not working anyways. And it's not because they're over their work. And it's a little about money, but it's not just about money. It's that these old systems of constantly hustling and creating new things and posting everywhere all the time, be in all the places, talk to everyone tactics, they're just starting to feel off. Because let's be honest, the rules have changed, the platforms have changed, and most importantly, we've changed. If we're just building businesses for income, maybe you could keep doing this, but I don't think that's enough motivation for most people to keep doing what they're doing. If you're building a business for impact, alignment, freedom, and legacy, that's going to require an entirely different way of operating. This is where the hard truth comes in. What got you here won't get you there. You can't scale what's not working. I don't think any of us have any extra juice left to squeeze out. You can grow, but you're going to burn yourself out trying to force strategies that just don't fit anymore. Fit the market, fit your business, fit your capacity. So if you find yourself right now saying things like, I'm posting all the time and it's just not working, or I don't know what I'm doing wrong, my audience isn't buying anymore, or maybe you're attracting people that are interested in your services, but then you get on a sales call and they can't afford you. Maybe you're really busy right now, but not profitable. Well, we got to stop blaming ourselves, thinking that there's something wrong with us or even our offer, and instead look at the system that we're working inside of our businesses. Because it's not you. It's not you lost your passion and drive. It's your system. And in 2025, working harder isn't going to fix a broken system. We got to work smarter. We have to be braver to drop what we think we know. And we have to be a little more intentional with our businesses. Now, I'm going to speak in generalizations. I work with a lot of different types of businesses and business owners. So know that there are always people that break the mold. But here's what I've learned from who I'm working with, who I'm learning from, and what's actually working now in my own business. Here's what I've learned about mostly simplifying my own business and helping my clients do the same. A lot of the things that I used to teach, I'm just not teaching right now. And maybe that'll change in a few years too. But everything seems to revolve around simplicity. So the first thing that we have to look at is how many different things are you selling? Are you selling multiple different offers within one business, like your coaching business? That's the old way, and it still works for some people. But if you're hearing what I'm putting down today, this might be something to shift. A lot of coaches made a lot of money about 5-10 years ago selling like group programs and mid-range offers. And a lot of those just aren't working anymore, which will have a lot of people jump to low ticket models, $27, $97 products. That works if you have a big audience, but it's really hard to grow a sustainable business model with a low ticket product. And then, of course, we have high ticket. Now, with the economy moving in the direction that it is, I would say you either want to go high ticket with high ticket clients with really curated, well done services, or low ticket because people can afford that. But if I had to choose personally between those two, it's high ticket every time because you have capital to work with to grow your business and invest in ads and make your product better. And you're also working with an ideal client that will continue to have money to spend, regardless of what's happening in the world. So there's a risk with low ticket, especially if you have a small audience. But regardless of what you choose, what you should choose is what's the most profitable product and what can I make better? If you're selling a whole lot of offers, now might be the time to simplify. How can you make one offer really, really good? And I've been on a lot of sales calls, a lot of discovery calls with people lately who not only have multiple offers within one business, they also have like a side network marketing business and affiliate partners, and they're homeschooling their kids, and all these things are going on. Guys, it's impossible to make real revenue running in multiple different directions. I think we keep hearing things like diversify your income and multiple streams of revenue. Multiple streams of revenue make sense after one stream of revenue is making lots of money. But until one stream is making a significant amount of money, they're just multiple streams of distraction. The second thing is getting more singular with your messaging. So, we are all personal brands and we have our offers and the work that we do, but we also want to showcase ourselves as, I don't know, parents or dog owners, or we like to show like behind the scenes of our personal life. Here's what I'm going to say about that. If it's really easy for you to create content, you show up every day, no problem, and you can expertly weave that into your content and it's pretty seamless and you have a big following and it's working, keep doing that. But if you are someone that struggles to post every day on one platform, you're not too sure what to say, your messaging isn't clear, you're not able to show up every day, and you have a small audience, less is more. If the goal is revenue and the goal is that you want people to understand you quickly, you want to be way more singular with your messaging. You want to know how to talk about one thing in a million different ways. And of course, every now and then you can throw in a picture of your dog or behind the scenes, but if the goal is growing your business, you want to simplify your message so that people can actually understand you, because there are more people on these apps than there have ever been. Some of them are fake, some of them are bots, but there are a lot of accounts now and a lot of competition. So you have to be really, really clear. And if you are going to stand out, honestly, don't make it your dog. Make it your value system. Make it something bold in your personal brand message. Like have a brand that actually stands for something. Like in my brand, I talk about politics and freedom, and it can be quite polarizing, but it really works to stand out. And it's really important to me and it reflects my value system. So if you are going to stand out in the marketplace, pick something that's really worth fighting for and really worth taking a stand for. The third thing is your content. Now, there's a variety of content that you can make. And what I'll say is a lot of people are focusing on content that has the wrong metrics. We want the likes and the follows, which has a lot of people doing just trending audio and entertaining reels and dance reels. But I know a lot of people with lots of attention and big accounts and $0 in the bank. And I'll make that content every now and then too. It's fun, but I've made content with like 17 likes, and that one piece of content will make $10,000 because that piece of content explained my process and my offer, and it spoke to my ideal client, and it wasn't super sexy or entertaining, didn't have the trending audio, but it resonated with my ideal client and spoke to a problem that they had. So a reminder when it comes to your content and the metrics that you're looking at, those likes and follows are not always the most important thing. And last but not least, I hope you're hearing less things to talk about, less offers to sell, and even one platform to focus on. More and more, I'm just putting my energy into Instagram and YouTube just once a week, but less is more too. If you're struggling to post on one platform, why are you trying to get on more platforms? Just work one system. That includes your sales system too. Instead of thinking like a million different ways to sell, what's worked for you in the past and how can you double down on that? How can you enhance your sales skills? How can you get more people onto sales calls? And how can you create systems around the things that are already working in your business so that you can free up brain space so that you're not constantly having to reinvent the wheel every month? Been there, done that. I don't want to do that anymore personally. I'd love to do that just from a place of like, hey, it would be really fun to like do a live event this month. But I've gone through many years of business struggling, every month, like, oh my God, okay, I have to do like, what are we launching this month? What are we offering this month? What's the sale this month? Here's the best part about what I'm offering you today. You don't need to blow up your business or start from scratch. If you're hearing that you need to do things differently, you just need to refine what's already working and drop what isn't. Like, I hope you're hearing this and it's like a sweet hallelujah to your nervous system. You don't have to do more. You have to do less better. And if you've been following my content, you're probably seeing me practicing what I preach. It's why I'm focusing on one niche now instead of just anyone that's an online business owner. I'm focusing on online coaches and online experts, helping them get more clients on one platform, because it's not about doing more. It's about building a business that actually works for you. And when you become more singular and when you simplify, it frees up more space in your brain to become better at that one thing. When you choose an ideal client that's going to get better results from your one program and you focus on messaging that talks about that one program or offer, and you put all your attention on one platform and you learn to do one sales process really, really well, it's my experience that that is working so much better than the latest and greatest gimmicky sales strategy, real course, ad strategy, or complicated funnel. None of the stuff requires tech. It just requires focus. The game has changed. The market has changed. Your people have changed. No one wants to download tons of freebies. People don't want to sit through a 60, 90-minute masterclass. People are burnt out. And you also don't need to burn out to break through. You just need better systems. You need to be willing to pivot and to refine and trust that the best opportunities don't always look the way you thought they would. And if you've been looking for a sign, maybe this is it. Let's make 2025 the year that you grow and not grind. Guys, if you'd like to learn with me for free, I'm going to tag in the show notes my YouTube channel. I've been uploading at least once a week a free short course or workshop, 10, 20, 30 minutes max, because I'm practicing what I preach here. To help you guys with your marketing, with your brand. I'm going to put that in the show notes. If you are a coach or an online expert who's focused on growing this year, you can join my free community, The Vault. In there, I share some key educational courses. I'm actually going to be doing a live 3-day event in there here soon, but it's definitely a space for coaches, online creators with online courses. If that's you, come and join me inside. It's a totally free community, safe from the algorithm and censorship and me being deleted one day too. So if you'd like to work with me, that's a good place to hop in. But I hope you found this episode helpful. I hope that you're hearing less is more, that simplifying your strategy right now is key, and why maybe the high ticket offers and sales skills are really important to refine right now. I hope you enjoyed your break from politics and the clown world today so that we could talk about all things business. Let me know what you think of today's episode. If you like this, share it with a friend and hit that subscribe button. It helps us a lot. Thanks for listening, everybody. See you next time. That's a wrap for today's episode of the Sovereign CEO podcast. If you love what we do here, if these conversations challenge, inspire, or equip you in any way, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. Leave a 5-star review. It helps us reach more entrepreneurs just like you who are ready to build wealth, freedom, and solutions that change lives. And if today's episode hit home, share this episode with a friend, because the more of us who are equipped with these tools for freedom, the better. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being critical thinkers. And I'll see you guys next time on another episode of the Sovereign CEO podcast.